Hi everyone and Happy New Year! This is the first episode of Season 2, where I'll be referring to the podcast by the name of the channel, the Project Bluebook Podcast. It's a familiar name with a lasting legacy associated with unexplained phenomena. We aim to present, study and discuss the evidence, to uncover the truth no matter how strange, intriguing or unsettling it may be. I am Thor, and thank you for tuning in. It's always a good idea at the beginning of a new season to take stock, assess where you stand following the year just passed, with the purpose to tune the path forward to improve and become better, whatever that means to each of us. I am incredibly grateful for the following built over the last 6 months since Project Bluebook was launched in August 2021. We now have just about 850 subscribers and growing daily, with 600 to 1,000 souls tuning in to watch and listen to each and every episode. I am humbled and grateful for the interest and promise to keep them coming. The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive for the 20 podcast episodes generated in Season 1. Not a single thumbs down review. Thank you. What Project Bluebook aims to do, its purpose and reason for existing, is to provide information for public enlightenment. This is the critical mission of this platform. It means revisiting all key aspects in the history of the unidentified, be it Roswell, crop circles, abductions, archaeological sites, the whole gamut that is UFOlogy, information and evidence regarding UFO UAP, extraterrestrial alien presence in the present, the past, as well as here on Earth, in our solar system and beyond, because our horizon most definitely needs to expand. All of this needs to be presented as if for the first time to most of us, because most of us are new audiences. And what do I mean by that? Well, regardless of whether 30% of the population believes UFOs are real and that aliens exist, fact remains that less than 5% actually know anything about it. It's not a statistic pulled out of a hat. It's a result of surveys diving deeper into UAP knowledge when someone is asked what they know. I have seen this through countless threads in multiple chat groups on Reddit, Facebook, Meta, and elsewhere. These chats are incredibly important as they draw in greater numbers of people asking questions, sharing thoughts, information, experiences, and insights. And by listening to each other and sharing, that is, after all, what we have going for us. The evidence by which we can piece together this complex puzzle through research as we accept, embrace, and study unexplained phenomena, always in service of the truth. Believing in UFOs has always sounded wrong to me. Believing means you accept something to be real, true, or factual without evidence, like religion. UFOlogy is not a belief system. It's science-based. It exists in our present reality with evidence, both physical and circumstantial, eyewitness accounts, and testimony of thousands who have had first-hand contact experiences, military, civilian, ordinary, everyday people like you and me. I've been asked about my religion, and to that I say, the answer is irrelevant as it is personal, because the two are not mutually exclusive. Even the Pope agrees that the existence or the non-existence of extraterrestrials, aliens, or beings from other dimensions, whatever they collectively and individually are, they do nothing to change the equation or argument for the existence of deity or deities, or their non-existence. And that's where I choose to leave it. It doesn't affect this conversation or its outcome. The evidence, however, is data-driven, statistical, scientific, and I am fond of quoting, however imperfect it is, that we do have a court system that convicts on the principle of circumstantial evidence and eyewitness account. Under the same doctrine, UFO UAP, circumstantial evidence and eyewitness accounts, too confirm their reality by the same exact argument. The publicly visible and tangible evidence has always been and continues to be frustratingly limited, and always just sitting over the horizon, with glimpses partly visible, revealing themselves ever so slightly. It's a recognized and frustrating condition. Evidence, nevertheless, manifests itself over and over again in the form of testimony, eyewitness accounts, remnants of physical presence, body scarring, dents in the ground, mutilated cattle, bent wheat straws, video footage, sometimes from multiple sources and various angles, photographs, and there's unexplained healing of cancer, as well as lost pregnancies, psychological trauma, unexplained travels through time and space, and to places few humans knew existed, under the ice of Antarctica, buried under the pyramids, sub-oceanic, that for reasons perhaps of chance, more likely selected, are seen and experienced by someone who then comes forward to talk about it. That's what most of us collectively see or become aware of, and we have to put it together, these fragments of pieces of the puzzle, to begin to see the big picture. And it's painfully slow and intensely laborious for the intellectually curious, longing for the complete truth and wanting it now. There are also objects, implants, technology parts, crafts, direct communication that are completely hidden from us in a permanent state of plausible deniability, and we sometimes, and only as if by accident or by the act of a whistleblower, we become aware, and we pursue it, longing to understand it completely, which is why the emphasis on disclosure takes up so much oxygen. It is my belief this is futile. Instead, we must continue to support and follow the efforts of countless researchers, Linda Moulton Howe, painstaking case study, Graham Hancock, archaeological and geological dot connecting, the late great Stanton Friedman's cosmic Watergate analysis, Richard C. Hoagland's City on the Edge of Forever, Avi Loeb's Galileo Project, Tom DeLonge's To the Stars Academy, and so many more. We must celebrate and thank for their devotion, integrity, and selflessness in service of the truth. Because this topic does not come without risk to one's own security, career safety, family, relationships. We're still in a place where the stigma is the greatest hindrance to progress and dialogue out in the open. We are breaking through, but it is still an incredible challenge, which is why the people that devote their life to the research of unexplained phenomena are truly pioneering heroes. For all of us, because I am convinced that they, the others, won't reveal themselves to us until we are ready, and we today are not. And what do I mean by that? We are yet to learn to manage our own nature, this volatile cocktail of emotion and intellect, impulse and thoughtfulness. Those are the earthly as well as the spiritual parts that make us who we are. And it's our job to own this and to channel it. We must further learn to manage a natural balance of Earth's ecosystem as a life-sustaining resource, not just that of ours, but the entire biolab. To stop being the exploiters of it, to become its stewards. To successfully lead on this planet, we must graduate to a higher level. And we're simply not there. We are therefore being managed through subliminal influences as well as directives. Crop circles and telepathic communication have revealed this much, as well as this following message full of pragmatism, that a new world awaits us if we can take it. Can we take it, this new world they've often described, that includes awareness of other civilizations, type 2, type 3, those who live for thousands of years or never die, those who have been with us for millennia and have knowledge beyond our wildest expectations, perhaps including multiverses, irrelevance of time, magnetic energy, overcoming gravity, wormholes between distant parts of the universe, gateways to other dimensions, quantum physics, and the spiritual realms of souls, the world outside of the quarantine zone of the human id. It all sounds beyond comprehension, just like a universe with limits and a universe without limits are equally incomprehensible. To quote Nick Pope, who was surely quoting somebody else, a world where humans are the only intelligent life form and a world teeming with intelligent life forms are equally terrifying. I believe the painfully slow reveal is intentional and orchestrated, and despite advances of recent decades, the last 70 years, it looks like it will take generations more, or perhaps hundreds of years, for us to understand. The deliberate management of this reveal includes sightings and leaks, the occasional whistleblowing, the subliminal messaging delivered through dreams, abductions, crop circles, sightings, and repeat contacts, one individual at a time. Then there's the history of genetic manipulation to alter and evolve us to this day and into the future, far beyond what nature does naturally at its own Darwinistic pace. The next time you see an UAP, ask yourself, is this being orchestrated? Am I the recipient? Observing a sighting from a perspective of intent elevates our understanding beyond simple fascination and curiosity. What is the sighting telling you? If we listen to those who study unexplained phenomena for a living, genealogy, anthropology, physiology, the appearance of Homo sapiens, the way we did within the last 50 to 300,000 years, is unlikely from an evolutionary perspective. The missing link is still missing. Based on what we see, there must have been an intervention. The curious thing is, if we plug genetic manipulation into it, then it all starts making sense all of a sudden. And further yet, if we add the UFO UAP phenomena into the equation, including the multifaceted and unprecedented technological advancement explosion that began following the World War II era, that juxtaposed with UFO event history over the last same 70 years, now it makes a lot more sense. When the veil we call the unidentified and unexplained phenomena, when this veil is lifted, everything begins to make more sense. Follow the evidence, follow the money, do research in archaeology, outer space antiquities, on Earth physically, past, present, and future. That's the job that lies ahead. This includes cell phone footage from an army of individuals, as well as eyewitness, encounter, and experiencer accounts, all documented, organized, painstakingly analyzed, and shared. That's how we get closer to the great revelation. It's as if social media, smartphones, and microchip technology enabling data organization and lightning-fast computation, it's as if it's all there for this purpose. They are the exact correct tools to tackle this challenge. Project Bluebook and Bluebook.tv exist on the principle of believing in a cause where enlightenment in the arena of unexplained phenomena is essential to grow the numbers from 5% to over 50% of the population, not believers, but versed and aware. It is my firm belief that this will expedite our journey to where we need to go to find the truth about unexplained phenomena, as well as to save ourselves from self-destruction, to become the stewards of our own planet that we're destined to be, our planet. Yes, it's existential in more ways than one, because it can all be taken away from us. The paranormal has been with us since the dawn of time, manifesting when fragments of other realities reveal themselves to us. In the past, it has led to the creation of myths in a long-gone mystical world involving spiritual beings, giants, and half-gods interacting with humanity as if through magic. In the age of technology, the exploration of the unexplained has accelerated as evidence mounts undeniably in favor of the existence of the unidentified through our ongoing sharing of information, where we come to realize that Homo sapiens has been living behind a veil. Like insomniac children, we are waking up to become aware of the true world we live in, and we still don't understand. To discover our past, that we're not alone, that our Earth, our history, and our place in the universe is much more complex and richer than we ever imagined. We must continue this journey to discover the real world that awaits us. We can take it. See you on the next podcast, where we continue the exploration of discovery of main topics, events, and mysteries of unexplained phenomena. Additionally, we will begin a series of interviews with recent experiences, telling their strange, intriguing, and sometimes unsettling real stories of sightings, encounters, and experiences. I look forward to you joining me and tuning in. As always, you can watch and listen to this and other podcasts on Project Bluebook, and if you haven't already, please check out bluebook.tv for more programs exploring the unexplained. It's always free and does not require sign-up or subscription. Look at it as your source for information on all things unexplained and unidentified. Please subscribe, and each day, let's show compassion and kindness. I am Thor, and thank you for listening. See you next time.